Hello, Corey. This is Holly. I'm going to do my third peer review on your infographic on adverbs. I'm going to start with my positives and then I'll go to my suggestions from there. So, first, I just wanted to tell you that I loved your use of color and shapes and graphics and just kind of your whole flow of your infographic. It was all incredibly visually appealing. I thought it was really awesome. That just stuck out to me, first of all, was wow, the use of color and spacing and things like that. It just was really aesthetically pleasing. Also, I wanted to tell you that your compare and contrast section was set up nicely. This part right here on adverbs versus adjectives, I really liked your vertical setup, and I thought that was easy to read and easy to understand. And then I also really liked your use of what seems to almost look like a timeline down here for the three main positions. I thought that that was really helpful visually as well. So I thought that was a really great idea. Um, as for my suggestions, the very first thing I noticed was in your definition, which I realize you took from Endley, so it's not your own definition, it's the one you got out of the book, but it does say the word optional in the definition, and I wouldn't have caught this otherwise, but after reading Alyssa's adverb infographic, there was one point she made where not all of them are optional. I'm not exactly sure what the example was now. You'd have to probably go back and read that, but I know that there are instances where adverbs aren't optional. So I don't know if maybe you'd rather come up with your own definition or if you'd rather still leave that, but I did notice that was my first notice, was that I thought that some of them weren't optional. And then let's see. I said the same thing to Sam about his infographic, and that is that there doesn't seem to be that many linguistic terms here. So while you use syntactic category here, which was helpful, I thought maybe in this section where you said types of adverbs, well, the types of adverbs have to do with what they mean and why you use them. So that would be semantics. So I thought maybe you could use like the heading semantics and then types of adverbs as like a subheading or something. And like in this section where it says positions, this would have to do with syntax, like this is textbook syntax. So you could put syntax, there are three main positions, or syntactical position, or something like that, because that definitely has to do with syntax. Again, I'm not sure if those linguistic terms are required, but it sure seems like that would be um, easy to include in those two sections. Um, let's see. I think that while it did not say to have a check your understanding section in the assignment description, it seems like that's kind of something that everybody did. So maybe you could include a check your understanding section, so like questions for the reader. That would be a suggestion of mine. And then lastly, I noticed that a lot of the things that Dr. Versalati had to say about my infographic was that I need more examples, more examples, more examples. And while your example section here is really nice and set up well and visually appealing, and it has to do with the three main positions, I can tell that easily. Those are the only examples you have throughout the whole infographic. And I think that you could put an example literally anywhere, like these are examples of words, but like where might they go in a sentence? Or like up here, there could definitely be examples such as what is a intensifier? What could you put in front of that? What is an intensifier? Um, when you say both can share the same morphological form, what do you mean by that? Like which words? Both can be marked or combined with other elements from larger phrases. Like what does that mean exactly? Like could you show me in a sentence? So I guess that's for me what I would say is examples, 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 basically. I know that that's probably something Dr. Versalati would say too after her review of mine. So maybe that's just some things you could take from my suggestions to add to your infographic. So I hope that that was helpful for you and really nice infographic. I still want to end on that point that it was beautifully set up. So great job, Corey. Bye.